Hey everybody, Kevin with Texas Yardman and More, and today we're here in my backyard where my fruit trees are. It is the spring of 2023. It's March 12th, and here is my common pear that is blooming, and you can see some of the flowering here that's going on. And this tree will probably start to set fruit here shortly after these flowers start to fall off. And I figured I'd come out here and capture some video of my fruit trees. So we had a kind of an early spring down here this year. Most of the cold weather that was detrimental to any kind of freezing of trees and so forth was pretty much done within the first week of February this year. So a lot of our trees are getting a head start, and this is my third fruit tree to really fruit or flower I should say, and set fruit here shortly. This is my common pear here on central Texas, and we've got a lot of beautiful white flowers on this pear tree. And there's a lot more branches this year. I think this tree is going to provide a lot more fruit this year. Every year it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So this year probably get over a dozen pears. And looking forward to seeing how they develop over the next 3 or 4 months. Let's move on over to my Florida King pear tree, or peach tree, and this tree is loaded. It's got tons of peaches, and they are all over here on all these branches. Try to get in some close-up footage, and they are fruiting all over the place here. So we're going to have plenty of peaches again this year. Last year was a really good crop, and I think this year is probably going to be even larger. Every single branch has peaches growing on it. And I always like to come out here and kind of document it on video so that I can do periodic checks on it to show you guys on my channel. And we've got lots of fruit. This is one of my favorite trees, and you can see this branch right there got a little stressed out from the ice this year. We had like an ice storm, and it caused this branch to stress out a little bit. You can see the bark down here where it might even be broken potentially, but hasn't stopped it from fruiting. And with all the peaches it's going to get, it may possibly break off. So I don't know, we'll keep an eye on it. It's hanging lower than it was last year, so I don't know, maybe it'll heal itself. Yeah, lots of fruit on this. I may have to thin some of this out, I'm not sure yet, just to develop a more quality, because we have a lot of fruit that is bunched together, so I may have to thin some of those out, just so that the other fruit around it grows bigger. But I just noticed this. That was from the stress of the ice storm. So I don't know if that's going to have detrimental effects. I don't know. Hopefully it heals. Trees do crazy things sometimes. So this is my Florida King peach, and I put some fresh mulch and I fertilized it. I use Dr. Earth's fertilizer. It's organic, and you just simply mix it in with the soil around the tree and water it in good. And I did it to all my trees. This is a little lime tree, and that one over there is a lemon. And those have not fruited probably since the year that I bought them. I don't know, maybe we'll get some fruit on these this year. We'll see. But for right now, we have the pear, the peach, and back here is my methyl plum. And this tree is blooming as well. And it has fruit that's setting, so I'm very pleased to see that. Hopefully they don't fall off. I've got fruit all over the tree here, and they're probably about the size of a dime. And it did this last year, but a bunch of them fell off. I don't know if it was due to the wind or if they just decided they didn't want to stay on the tree. But there's a bunch of them all over. Lots of plums this year. So this has really good fruit. When it's about the size of a small tennis ball. And this year has a lot more fruit than it did last year, so I'm happy about that. And this tree is my oldest tree. It was one of the first ones that I planted in this backyard. And I did the same thing here. I fertilized it with Dr. Earth's tree food. It's organic. You can't really kill your tree. And I think you use about 1 cup for every inch of diameter. So just use a cup of that for every inch. And if you've got fruit trees that you need to fertilize, that's a good one to use. There's my bee house. And those are the 3 fruit trees that are growing right now. Over here I've got my Thompson seedless grapes, the green ones. They are growing like crazy. Those vines are growing all along this fence. And it's good to see all that brand new foliage. And we'll see what kind of grapes we get this year. How many? And I need to feed this vine as well. I gotta get some fertilizer for it. Then we're gonna walk over here, and I have another grapevine. Here's my Concord grapes. This vine is starting to produce foliage on it. You can see it. I've had grapes on here for the last 3 years or so. And this one is producing leaves a little bit later than the Thompson seedless, but it is starting to sprout. By midsummer we'll have some really nice grapes, hopefully. So not all my trees are blossoming yet. That's a pomegranate, and right now it's not really doing much. It's still in dormancy. So here's just a little bit of footage to show you what's going on as of this date. So I'll do some footage as these trees begin to develop more. So I'll show you what the fruit looks like. Thanks for watching. Take care. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And like and subscribe. And if you want to be notified of my next video, just hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.